The winter that won't end in North Texas brings rain and cold to Toyota Stadium on this Saturday night for the FC Dallas season opener against the Montreal. Is in goal. Defensive midfielder that's new to the mix this year, a player with a lot of bite, Henry Thomas.
Some consistency in the center of the back, and besides that, you've got a rookie out on the right side, and you have a lot of other unknowns. Roy Perkins is a guy that I hadn't played with at the U.S. national level.
Montreal starts off play, and the 2014 Major League Soccer season for FC Dallas and the Montreal Impact is underway. So how will these two teams deal with, as there is a big collision here in the first minute, and Sana Nyasi from the Gambia, and this is a player that you had a little run-in with in a match here a couple of years ago where he almost clipped you in the face when you were making a save late in that matchup, and he gets clattered into here, I believe, by Moses Hernandez.
I think that's Kellen Acosta there. And
yeah,
I was surprised that he got up so quickly.
First chance that FC Dallas' defense has to face. The corner is put right in front, and here is a shot cleared off the line, and Seitz with another save and gobbles it up. Oh my! Right there, Eric Miller, I believe, in his first game in Major League Soccer, had a chance to bury a goal in the third minute, and FC Dallas survives with a clearance off the line, and then a save by Seitz. See how FC Dallas was able to keep the ball out of net. Miller has the chance, and it's Benitez who saved it twice, not once, but twice.
Jair leading the league in saves right now, probably. He does a great job positioning himself off the post, sweeps up in behind Chris Seitz. Great team defense.
By Henry Thomas in defensive midfield. Last season here at home, FC Dallas did win 9 of the 17 matches. And now here's a cross put in front. Nyasi is there, and Nyasi has scored for Montreal. 10th minute goal for Sana Nyasi, who scored only one time in 22 appearances last year, June 1st against Sporting Kansas City.
Well, Justin Mapp is such a dangerous player as he comes inside. His left foot's dangerous. He takes it back outside. It's a good cross. All the defenders get pulled to that near side, and Nyasi just slips in at the back post and knocks the ball with power to the near post, and Seitz is just unable to pull it around the post.
Just over Felipe, Justin Mapp serves in a cross. It's buried by Sana Nyasi. Felipe trying to control for Montreal. Ball sprayed out wide to the left. Two players back for FC Dallas. A first touch by Javon Watson. Now Watson able to possess for FC Dallas and try to push forward.
Little casual out of the back there by FC Dallas, and I think Henry Thomas maybe gets bailed out a little bit there by the referee. That's what I'm looking for. Can we get Blas Perez more involved in the game? And if so, then I think that the team itself is going to have more success.
Seitz had 8 starts last year, 1.38 goals against, 4 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, and also 2-1 in the U.S. Open Cup. Benitez, 1v1 against Eric Miller. A cross sent to the top of the box. Watson whipped. Now it's free in the box, and a chance and a goal for Castillo! FC Dallas equalizes! This is a player that so much is expected out of for FC Dallas. Fabian Castillo, he gets their first goal of the season, Kevin.
Swing and a miss, the ball pops free, Blas lays it on, and Fabian's just in the perfect position to knock that home. Outside of the foot, calm, cool, collected finish, great goal.
In the 16th minute, Fabian Castillo sets off the fireworks here at Toyota Stadium. Both number 11s tonight, Nyasi and Castillo, have scored. It's 1-1, Montreal and FC Dallas. And now we have a card coming out here, the first booking of the match to Matteo Ferrari, the veteran center back from Algeria who's had a long career with great clubs in Europe, and now in his 3rd season in Major League Soccer, he picks up the yellow.
That's an experienced foul there from Ferrari, stepping into the midfield, having an opportunity to get into the legs of Blas Perez maybe a little bit, impact the game. But it's not one of those things you like to see. Perez is somebody that FC Dallas is counting on throughout the year, and they don't have another huge presence up top. So it's a dangerous play, and obviously he's made his way into the book.
The 18th minute yellow card shown to Matteo Ferrari. Ferrari last year received 8 yellows in 31 matches.
Like I said, that's a veteran foul.
And that is a yellowtail yellow card, by the way, for Ferrari. Got 3 defenders enveloping him and ends up losing possession.
This is where it gets dangerous. Matt Hedges is out of position here. He's got to make sure he finds his way back, and it looks like he's getting great cover there from Moses Hernandez.
And now a yellow shown here for FC Dallas. Hernandez goes into the book here in the 19th minute.
You kind of wonder if the relation that is to the Montreal bench there has any effect on the referee. I mean, they're obviously very demonstrative. Frank Klopas is off the bench down at the far end. Take a look at it here.
Early to Toyota Stadium for drinks and food on the extended Budweiser Beer Garden. Tickets are still available. Visit fcdallas.com for tickets today. Mauro Diaz cutting in. Mauro Diaz is down and the penalty is given. Jeb Broski.
What a great job he does pushing that ball into space and then using his body. If you're the defender, you're in such an uncomfortable spot there. You're just clawing and pulling and trying to get back onto the right side. It's just too late. What a great run.
I think he had much of a touch in the box against Mauro Diaz. And now FC Dallas over a penalty. Last season, 4 PKs, 3 converted. Blas Perez had the only miss. Michel 1, Kenny Cooper 2. It's Blas Perez, and he scores! A well-struck penalty in the 24th minute gives FC Dallas a 2-1 lead. The first goal from Blas Perez, who had 11 last season. Once again, here is the penalty given.
I'm not sure that he needs to foul. I don't even know if he needs to pull. He's got help. Blas Perez just absolutely blasts that down the...
Don't know how much was really in that foul for Jeb Broski, but the penalty was given. And now Castillo pressing forward. Castillo puts it right in front. And Watson was inches away from toe poking it home.
Another great run for Fabian Castillo. Javon Watson is there, and it's I thought that perhaps Perkins got a touch to that. He put his head down in a dangerous spot. We're not quite able to see there, but he's there to make the save if it does come off Javon Watson.
Jeb Broski was the player who committed the foul in the box that led to that penalty for FC Dallas.
I love Blas's willingness to help defensively. And I know he has to be efficient because he has to be ready to go from an offensive perspective. But I think it means a lot to the guys he works with.
And here is a run down the left for Winger. Right in the middle to Felipe. Saved by Sykes. Right at the top of the 6.
Sykes does a great job stepping up, making sure that the angle's difficult for the forward to score on, and comes up with a great save. It makes everything a little bit easier for his center backs.
Felipe a takeaway from Montreal. We move into the 43rd minute. Andrew Winger. Back to Bernardello. Map with his back to goal. Moving forward, Broski right past Watson. And now something developing here for Montreal. In the left corner, Nyasi. Map, quick pass. Broski, right to Sykes.
I think we all expected a little bit more out of that shot.
Now Mauro Diaz chested down. Wide left to Castillo. All the way out near the touchline. It's 1v1 against Eric Miller. Diaz a touch. Felipe couldn't maintain possession. Diaz plays it through. Acosta!
What a great ball. What vision this is from Diaz, I believe. Well-timed run. strikes it, you just want to hit that hard and back post, because if the goalkeeper, Troy Perkins, makes a save, you've still got somebody back there to tap the ball in.
Castillo out wide on the left, sends it into the box, and FC Dallas will make pleas for handball here, and there is going to be a call. The handball on Bernadello, the second-year midfielder for Montreal, is outside of the 18-yard box, so it's not a penalty given.
Kick specialist, this is where you practice it from. So I'm really intrigued to see exactly how Mauro Diaz hits this, if he does. Jair has had success in the past from this distance, so we'll see what happens.
Free kick, Diaz up and in! Diaz, the free kick goal! Quick strike to start the second half for FC Dallas. Mauro Diaz with his first goal this season. Diaz with a free kick and the goal. You know, as you pointed out when we were talking about the game earlier, is that's a nice backheel by Watson, and Diaz will finally get on this here. But then Diaz is going to be booked a yellow as he got back into Bernadello. And a pretty easy decision for Ramon Hernandez, the center referee.
Yeah, it's a missed touch, and all of a sudden Mauro Diaz finds himself on the wrong side of play and chops him down. And I think he'll probably be understanding of the fact that he's in the book. They have the talent to play more short balls and possession-oriented game. Unfortunately, I haven't been doing it very often.
Now Colin Warner out front, and a volley and a save by Seitz. He parries away that attempt from Felipe. A corner is coming here for Montreal. And here comes the corner, end swinger by Felipe, punched by Seitz, down to Justin Mapp. Mapp sends one in near the penalty spot. It was cleared by Watson. Brodsky a volley. Mapp has it for Montreal. Hassoun Camara. Nice defending by Benitez. And it will be FC Dallas who will win the possession. Look at the third goal of the match. That was the handball outside the box and the free kick taken by Diaz.
Yeah, it's just up and over. I mean, it's got to be 5 yards away from Troy Perkins. Very many people have the opportunity to go to Guatemala and to go to Saprissa down in Costa Rica, but he did, and he took full advantage of it.
And twirling down here is Acosta. The foul is given. And this will be in a good spot here for FC Dallas, and also the card is shown to, is that Hassoun Camara?
Could be Nyasi.
Yeah, it's Nyasi, you're right. Yellowtail yellow card for Sana Nyasi. 61st minute as Nyasi twirls down Kellen Acosta. The yellowtail yellow card for Nyasi. Oscar Pereira will make his first substitution. Presented by THR, coming up here in one moment. Darting away from Jacobson was Felipe. Oh, and he sends it into Andrew Winger, who heads it home. 3-2 in the 65th minute. Hendry Thomas had gone off. He was injured. And so Montreal playing with a man advantage for those few seconds, and they are able to take advantage of that situation.
Well, Nyasi kind of making things difficult on his partner out there on the left side, but what a great cross in and an unbelievable header. Pushes it down into the ground. Difficult task for Seitz to be able to get down quickly enough and steer that around the post.
Eric Miller to move back a few yards before placing the ball in play.
That goal has made it very, very interesting.
And here is Gonzalez, and he does hit from distance, you're right. Not a very well taken shot from distance, but he did give it a go from long range, for sure.
Yeah, a little bit of ambition.
Remember that Montreal, the Impact for a long spell, were an NASL club. And then moved into MLS in 2012. Back to goal, turning, shooting, Felipe.
FC Dallas a little bit casual there. The numbers were 5 versus 6, and Montreal was able to get a good look at goal. Chris Seitz making a good save down to his right side.
Here it is.
Ball's popped inside. He's got time to turn and face. hits the ball back.
Castillo was in front of Eric Miller. Was able to just make quick work of Santiago Gonzalez. And now makes quick work out of Bernadello. Center of the park for Castillo. Mauro Diaz. Diaz creeping forward. Has Acosta on the right. And it's off Brofsky twice. Now back in space, Jacobson. Michel takes aim. Jacobson, the captain. Now some space and time. Over to Castillo. Castillo cutting in. Nowlis blocks the shot. Benitez back. Hedges. Acosta went down from Eric Miller. Jacobson across, whipped in. Blas Perez is there. 50-50 header is sent over. Caleb Nowlis, Blas Perez, goal kick coming.
So now you have two Colombian wingers out there for Oscar Pareja.
And you have FC Dallas trying to win a ball out of the back third. Hedges played forward. It'll be intriguing to see what Escobar brings here in these last few minutes. We see Castillo darting to the byline, puts one in front, a chance here! But weakly roll right to Troy Perkins, and it was Escobar's first touch with FC Dallas, and it was almost a magical one.
4v4 here.
Oh, and the foul taken by Benitez that sends Matt to ground, and a free kick coming for Montreal. Soon Camera will collect it and start to advance. And Camera, all kinds of space, still bringing the ball forward on the dribble. Assumed Camera from center back brings it forward about 50 yards, and now Matt with a cross. Powerful header driven back in by Bernadello. Stepping into a shot, Camera down at the back post. Sight saved, didn't control though, and rolls over the byline for a corner kick. Sights, a little knuckleball clearance, didn't get much power on it, and the foul given here, and FC Dallas will be able to take a deep breath for a moment.
It was interesting because the ball was coming back, and I think Sights probably just wanted to hit it as it was rolling, and then Matt Hedges redirected it onto his left foot.
Maybe the last kick of the match. That's it. 3-2 final. FC Dallas opens 2014, hanging on to record 3 points against the Montreal Impact.